Hello and welcome to what's in this week's Oban Times with me, Finn Nixon.
Me, Kathy Griffiths.
And me, Sandy Neal.
We have lots of interesting news and photographs for you this week in our newspaper and on our website on this wild Wednesday. And remember that here at the Oban Times, we are always happy to hear your news and see your stories. You can call us on 01631 568 000, email editor@obantimes.co.uk, or message us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. But what stories have you been researching and writing about this week? Kathy, what have you been finding out?
So, yes, a housing development of up to 100 new homes at Glencruitten Rise in Oban could be on the cards again. Originally, it was social housing provider ACCA that was interested in developing the land, but now Social Enterprise Link Group has revealed it is considering acquiring the site, but says proposals are still at a very early stage. They still need to see if the scheme would be viable at all, so it could be several months at the earliest before any, if any, planning permission is sought. Staying on the housing theme, Argyll Bute Council should consider banning bad neighbour holiday lets from Oban stairwell properties. Councillors at this month's Oban Lawn and Isles Area Committee heard how some full-time residents living in some of the town's tenement buildings are having to put up with endless trouble from some badly behaved part-time renters. They just don't know who they're going to meet on the stairs next. Police have been called in on some occasions and permanent residents are getting fed up, the meeting was told. And apparently a new carpet laid in one of the stairwells of one central property is already wearing out with all the bumping up and down of suitcases by visitors. We've also got a smashing photo of Oban's Arran Budge meeting the Princess Royal at a reception celebrating a Clyde steamer's 90th anniversary. The 12-year-old Oban High School pupil got a special invite to the turbine steamer Queen Mary's birthday celebration in Glasgow as a nod to all of his fundraising efforts that he's put in over the years to help the rescued turbine steamer set sail once again. Hurrah! You can read all about that in this week's paper and online. And over on Lismore, their on-call firefighters have started a crowdfunder to save lives. The page-carrying crew, most of whom are farmers, need to raise over £2,000 to buy a defibrillator. Shepherdess Kirsty Wright, who's one of the firefighters, has come up with an idea, she might regret it, of the whole crew parading in a full kit march from Nonny's shed in the south of the island all the way to Point on Saturday, May the 6th. So maybe you can go along and support them or find Kirsty's crowdfunding page and pop a donation in there.
Thanks for that, Kathy, and I look forward to reading all of those stories and seeing those lovely pictures in this week's newspaper and at www.obantimes.co.uk. What about you, Sandy? What news do you have for us this week?
Well, thank you very much, Finn and Kathy. Well, Holyrood's proposed fishing ban in 10% of Scottish waters could devastate communities in Skye and the Outer Hebrides, councillors have warned. CalMac is failing to provide a lifeline service for Islay, the island's ferry group has said, just as the Scottish Government charters a relief vessel costing £1 million per month to aid the stretched fleet. Brexiteer tycoon Jeremy Hosking has pulled out of a deal to buy Kinloch Castle on the Isle of Rum. The Scottish Government is now looking for new buyers. What is next for Rum's crumbling Victorian pleasure palace? The UK government's massive 10% hike on spirits will threaten jobs and investment in already economically fragile rural communities where whisky is produced, Argyll Bute's MP says. CalMac's new booking and ticketing system will go live on April the 25th with 2 project presentations this month for passengers to find out more. Islanders tell us what they think. And pupils at Tobermory High School have published a soundwalk of Mull, aided by Idlewild lead singer Roddy Wimble. Finn, back to you.
Thanks very much, Sandy. This week I've been reporting on a warning about spiking after 2 reports of people being spiked in Oban. And there's been strike action at Highlands and Islands airports that's been called off. And South Uist has voted against culling around 1,200 deer. In the sport, I've been finding out about how the Oban mixed martial arts team are getting on, as they continue to welcome new members and prepare for the Scottish Open in less than 2 weeks' time. There was also a dramatic final round in the Oban and District Darts League, with 8 players making the cut for next week's finals. We can tell you who made the cut after a successful season. Three young Mull badminton players also left their mark on the National Schools Finals earlier this month, reaching the latter stages in the singles and doubles competitions. Well done to them, and also well done to the Oban Ravens squash team, who raised £3,500 for the Ravens and their chosen charity, Diabetes UK. You can read about their fundraising night at Glencruitten Golf Club at www.obantimes.co.uk. We also have detailed match reports from the football, with Locknell defeating Glasgow United 7-3 away after a superb performance. Elsewhere, Oban Saints fell short against St Patrick's, losing 3-0 to a team who are chasing the Central Scottish AFL Premier Division this season. In other sports news, we have a handy roundup of all of last weekend's rugby and shinty in our weekly roundups, with the Oban Lorne RFC under-16s and under-18s both in action. Don't forget you can read all these stories and more at www.obantimes.co.uk or by picking up a newspaper in local shops and garages. And don't forget, if you have a story, get in touch. You can call us on 01631 568 000, email editor@obantimes.co.uk, or message us on one of our social media platforms. For now though, thank you for listening, and it's goodbye from me, Finn Nixon.
Goodbye from me, Kathy Ricketts.
And goodbye from me, Sandy Neal.
Bye.
Bye.